Take a trip down Penlink, a 7-kilometre stretch of highway connecting Whangaparāoa to State Highway 1. It's expected to open in 2028, but the government has announced you'll have to pay a toll to use it.
As we see around the world, modern, reliable infrastructure, particularly roading, we use tolls to help pay for that and bring forward that infrastructure, and that's what this government's agreed to.
Penlink is one of 3 new highways being built in the North Island that the government has agreed to toll. The others are Otaki to north of Levin and Takitimu Northlink Stage 1. Here's an example. Penlink for light vehicles will cost $2, rising to $3 at peak times, between 6 and 9 a.m. and between 4 and 7 p.m. Heavy vehicles will pay $4 per trip and $6 at peak times.
If it's something like maybe $1 or something, then I think that's fine.
Happy to pay tolls if I have a quicker journey and it's safer.
This isn't until 2028 and 2029 that the roads that are being tolled will be opened with those tolls.
The new tolls will be included in law changes the government will introduce next year. The legislation will also enable tolling of existing roads that gain capacity or are extended, automatic increasing of toll prices to match inflation, and a case-by-case requirement that heavy vehicles use toll roads to keep traffic flowing. Despite the additional cost for freight, the Employers and Manufacturers Association is on board.
If you're diverting them onto the toll roads, it's a bit like congestion charging or time of use charging. Those roads will be less busy than perhaps some of the other ones, and so the freight movement's quicker. And that's actually a time saving, despite the fact there's a cost.
Speaking of time of use charging, the government already announced plans back in August to enable councils to charge drivers to use certain roads at peak times in a bid to reduce traffic congestion.
It is not about raising revenue.
Tolling, on the other hand, is about raising revenue, despite motorists already contributing to road construction and maintenance through fuel taxes and road user charges, or RUC.
There's about $11 billion a year of investment committed, right? Now, from motorists, between RUC and petrol excise duty, that's about $4 billion, right? You can see the gap between 4 and 11.
That gap is a $7 billion shortfall that the tolls could plug. Last week's poll from the Post and Freshwater Strategy showed almost half of voters would prefer that roads are funded by the government, though 41% were in favour of tolling.
There is a free alternative if they don't want to pay that rate. They can travel on the old state highway in that case. But new infrastructure costs money to maintain and operate, and tolling is a way that we can help pay for that cost.
So highway funding is moving in a new direction. To deliver these roads, New Zealanders were promised.